Retro Rob plays everything.
Hey, Rob here, and today we're going to talk about the Playtech Pro arcade fighting stick for the PS2, PS3, and PC. So, if you look right here, you can see that it does indeed have multiple adapters depending on the platform you want to use it with, which is kind of annoying. I've never been a huge fan of having multiples, but I will tell you that I've tested it on both platforms and it does work on both. I'll come back to that a little bit later on in my coverage of this thing. As far as construction goes, it is pretty solid. It is made out of decent plastic. It feels thick and you can wrap on it a little bit. It's not bad. It has nice rubber feet at the bottom. Originally it had 6, mine has 4. Hey, mine's used. What can I say? Looking at the joystick, it's got a good positive click on it. It feels nice. It's a nice size. I like the fact that the buttons are very far away from the stick itself. That's one of my annoyances with smaller sticks. It's why I almost always buy larger arcade sticks. I really just like that distance. I've got big man hands, and darn, those big man hands need some man space. So the other thing on this is the buttons. Now, I've heard some complaints about the buttons. I think the buttons are perfectly fine. I don't much care for convex buttons, though. I'm more of a concave button guy. No idea why that is. I mean, it's a personal choice thing. I would have preferred had they used those. You can always switch them out. It doesn't look like it's too terrible to get into this one, but there are, you can see there are covers over the screws, so I'd be kind of tearing it up to get into it. So, you know, depending on how much you paid for it, you might not want to do that. Like I said, general construction is pretty good on the cable. Construction's pretty good on the buttons, good on the joystick. Frame, it's heavy. It's got some heft to it. So let's try playing a game with it. Do you think that's arcade quality? Bogart, hey, do you think this is arcade quality? Is this arcade quality to you? Ow, you bastard! I have found that the absolute best way to test any fighting controller is with the smallest screen possible. So here we have a PS2 hooked up to the tiniest possible screen. It's gonna be great, guys. It's gonna be great. Now let's start the battle. Nice click, which I mentioned earlier.
What do you want, bastard?
What do you want, you bastard?
Persistent samurai, fight!
There you go. Yeah. Block it. There we go.
You win. Not even the king of hell could stand against my blade.
Wow, that is a statement right there. But anyway, yeah, it works fine in games. I also tested this on the PC, and it worked quite well on the PC as well. It's a nice controller. Here's the thing, though. I got mine at Make Sense Variety Store for 10 bucks, and I'm seeing these run for as much as 100 on Amazon and around 50 on eBay. Now, I would say that if you can get, well, wait, let's turn this down a little bit. I would say if you can get this sucker for, I don't know, say 30, maybe 20 bucks, it's a great deal. I mean, it's a solidly built controller. As I mentioned earlier, you know, I really prefer my buttons to be concave as opposed to convex, but, you know, that's a personal preference thing. It's got a nice clicky joystick, has all the buttons you really need. And, you know, it looks good. It's a good-looking controller, and I don't think it's going to break anytime soon. But, again, you got to get it at the right price. So, all in all, I'm going to give it a thumbs up. I do like it. Watch the price, though. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up, and subscribe for more. Bye.
Retro Rocks Gaming Videos.